Hey, this is Dennis. I'm with Terry Middleton's Martial Arts School. I'm making a short video here to show you how to put on the hand wraps. Whether you're boxing in the ring or sparring in the ring or just hitting the heavy bags, you want to protect your hands. And the wraps will do that. It'll keep your hands good and tight, whether you're using boxing gloves or just bag gloves, training gloves, or whatever. You need to wrap your hands. Watch this quick video and get yourself some hand wraps. Okay, sitting here in my house here, I'm going to show you, that's a boxing glove there, 14 ounce, that's my boxing glove there, versus bag gloves here. See the difference? You know, probably 8-10 ounce glove here in the red. That's for hitting the bags, you know, just training, right? Hitting the focus ball, shadow boxing, whatever. And that's my boxing glove there. So either way, whatever you're going to do, you know, if you're going to punch that heavy bag hard with these, or you're going to be in the ring sparring hard, you want to wrap your hands. And this here is a hand wrap. I think there's like a 108-inch wrap. They come in many different sizes. They're pretty inexpensive. We've got them down here in the pro shop. Just ask me if you need a pair of them. And you can get a couple pair. That way you always have a pair with you, ready to go. So anyway, it's got a loop on one end. Okay, then rolled up inside of it, it's got Velcro on the other end. So the loop, you start with a loop, and that goes around your thumb. And we're going to wrap our hand, our wrist, and everything. Now you can't wrap down because then if your thumb pulls down, then the wrap will slide off. It'll come off while you're training. That's not good. Okay, so we're gonna go up over the back of our hand. I'm gonna roll my sleeve up a little bit just to make more room because I like to roll up on my wrist pretty high. So what I'm going to do is roll around the back of my wrist. And I usually do about 3 times on that, like that. And you want it tight enough to not move around, but you want it loose enough so it doesn't cut off the circulation in your hand. So the first couple of times you do it, might feel a bit tight, and you know you don't want to get your hands going numb on you. So you just got to figure it out. And let me tell you this, there's hundreds of ways to wrap your hands. This is just the way I do it. But a lot of people come in, they sign up for class, they get their gear, their bag gloves or whatever. Then they say, well, how do I wrap my hands? You know, and so this video is for you, that guy. So anyway, so we wrap around my wrist. I'm going to go one more time, make it 4 times around my wrist like that. Now I'm going to go up over my hands. I'm going to do 3 times on my hands, on my hand, right? Now I'm going to come up back over my wrist. Now I'm going to go in between each finger just 1 time. It's going to go down like this. I'm going to pull it kind of tight. This kind of keeps a little bit of space between my fingers. And I can wrap it around my wrist again. So that gives me another wrist wrap. That's it. Once again, go around my wrist again and through between my index and my middle finger, right? Once again, around my wrist. Now what I'm going to do, this part right here is kind of loose where I went through my fingers. I want to tighten that up, so I'm going to come up and wrap around that a couple times. Go around my fingers. Build it up on my fingers a little bit, right? How's that? Now we're going to go back around, make another X. And if I got enough room, I'll make another X. Then come around my wrist, up on my wrist. I can come up a little bit further if I want. Depending on how big your hands are is how many times you're going to be able to wrap around it. Then it's got Velcro here. This is going to come right like that. Now, right there, I'm ready to go. So what we've done, we've given a little separation on my fingers there with the wrap there. I'm keeping my fingers tight because what happens now is when you squeeze that, it gets your wrist really tight in your hand. It's like a missile coming at you. It's going to keep everything in place inside of these gloves. Like here's the boxing glove here. Now I've got to, you want to make sure when you do buy your gloves, you give yourself enough room. So that kind of goes right in there. Nice snug fit now. Then I can pull that Velcro and get it real good and tight. And that's my boxing glove there. And of course the bag gloves are a little bit smaller. I like to pull that on a little bit tight. There we go. So that's a good tight fit. Now I can hit, and I know my fingers and my hands are going to stay in place. I'm going to protect them, and we're ready to go. So that's your hand wrap. Now, On my left hand, when I do my left hand, I've got a sore left thumb that I've jammed a few times, so I'll wrap around my thumb a couple of times. So whatever you need, whatever works for you. But just wrap them up and get it good and tight. Now, when you're done, when you take them off, they're going to look like this, right? And they're probably going to be wet and nasty. So you don't want to take them off and just wad them up and throw them in your gym bag. You want to take them off and kind of try to get some of the wrinkles out of them, like that, and take them home. Put it in your gym bag like that, where it's kind of loose. Take it home, hang it over your door so it dries real good, and then roll it up the next morning. Some people don't like to roll them up; they just like to put them on like that, and that's fine. Just however you want to do it. You don't have to roll them up, but I keep it rolled up because I've got a little split place in my gym bag. They fit really good, and then I can get them on quicker when I'm ready to train. So anyway, that's your hand wrap. We'll see you in the ring.